brilliant Atman, fellow seekers of the divine. Pujya Swami Chitanandaji would frequently remind us that as human beings, we are body, mind, and spirit. And then he would frequently add that the body is inert, so it is not your problem. The spirit is ever peaceful. It is not your problem. Therefore, whatever problem you have is in your mind. This is very helpful because it helps us to focus on where the problem is, and it tells us where the work has to be done. However, it is important for the mind to realize that body, mind, and spirit are not three separate, independent things, but are interpenetrating and integral. For example, the interdependence of the body and mind is well known in medical and psychological circles. If the body is not well, the mind is affected. If it is brimming in health, it has a positive effect on the mind. On the other hand, the body is very much affected by the condition of the mind. If the mind is angry, it has a negative effect on the body. If it is fearful or depressed, there is a very negative effect on the body. And it is also true that the spirit, consciousness, is ever present in the mind. Without the spirit being present, the mind would have no light. It would, in fact, not exist. Therefore, while we recognize that our problem is the mind must also recognize how dependent it is on both the body and the spirit. There has been some tendency lately to ignore the importance of the body in our spiritual life. We use it perhaps to do karma yoga and worship, but we don't recognize its importance in creating a sattvic mind, which is the goal of our spiritual practices. This was not what Gurudev demonstrated. There are many pictures in the early days of Gurudev doing yoga asanas with his disciples. And we know that he would regularly run and take vigorous physical exercise. It is not totally unlike how we treat an automobile. Automobile owners recognize that if you're just going to take an automobile and run it into town and back, it will soon get clogged up and won't function properly. It is necessary to take an automobile onto the highway and give it a good run at a steady pace in order to keep the engine clean and have it functioning smoothly. So too, when we exercise the body, we keep it healthy, and that has a healthy effect on the mind. Indeed, Puja Swami Yogaswarupanandaji, our Vice President, will even prescribe yoga asanas and exercises for depression. And of course, no matter what we're doing, we should always keep in mind the Spirit. We should surrender everything we're doing to that ever-present Spirit. Thus, while our problem is the mind, we are an integral being, body, mind, and spirit. The body must be kept healthy in order to have a healthy mind, and the mind finds its purpose and its real health when it surrenders to the Spirit. Hari Om Tat Sat.